INFP friend and I got into talking about what the world would look like if the tables were turned and the personality types that now are the majority were the minority and our types got to be the majority. What do you think the world would look like for better and for worse? Love it. Okay, so let's talk about the exaggerated stuff. So at the moment, the world seems like it's all about effectiveness and not enough about authenticity and about caring, compassion, support. If the roles were reversed, we would all just be supporting each other. We would all just be authentically living. We would all just be compassionate, but we wouldn't necessarily get anything done. So the humanity would focus more on how everyone's feeling than organizing, arranging things so that the humanity can advance in ways of sensory experience, in ways of actual processes and ways that we can bring the humanity, say, to space. For example, space is a perfect example of this. If we were just focused on compassion, care, support, we wouldn't be going to space, because the saying, it's not rocket science. There's a reason for that saying, because rocket science is really hard and you need thinking a lot for it and effectiveness a lot for it so that you're able to pull it off. So that kind of, for me, is we would all just be like blissing out and just connecting with each other, talking about our emotions all the time, not really getting anything done, not getting things organized, not getting, systems in place that make life easier. Now, you were saying, what do you think world would look like? That's what I think it would look like, but more to my point, I'm not looking for one extreme or the other. For me, I'm looking for making good decisions, us making good decisions as individuals, and the world making good decisions as collective. And it starts with the individuals. And the way that we can make good decisions as individuals is that we take both feeling and thinking into consideration. So we have those 4 criteria I've been talking about for a really long time. Before you make any decision, you ask yourself, is this authentic to me? Can I do this and stand by the result of doing this? Is this the most harmonious way of doing something? Then we have the thinking parts, which is this the most effective way of doing things? And do I have all the facts to make this decision? So you can see how it's not so much about let's make the INFJ, INFP functions or how we operate the norm, only the norm, because we don't want to swing one end from the other. We want, collectively healthy individuals making good decisions based on both thinking and feeling. So that's what I would say to that end. And it's really important that, to get out of, and I'm not saying that this is what you were after here, Mari, but I would say to anyone who's feeling hard done by all the thinking that's going on in the world, that it has a really, just like your internal wounding, who made you the person that you are, because once you heal the wounding, or once you're able to see that the wounding is actually a gift, you can also see that what these people are doing is a gift. Whether you harness it as a gift or not, that's up to you. So I know that for a lot of INF types, how the world feels really unfair, but I gotta tell you, I've actually worked hard to create a community that doesn't live in that space, and you're a part of that community. I don't feel that the world is harsh for me anymore, because I realized that, the thinking part and the sensory part, they're important part of me too, and incidentally, both of INFJs and INFPs inner children. So in a way, as we deny the thinking, and as we deny the sensory aspect of the world as it is collectively, and yes, those are predominantly the ways that people, that is the world. When we deny the benefits that those aspects of people bring to the world, we deny our inner children. So that's something I would kind of keep in mind if I were in that space. Now, if you're still in a healing space, you're going to find this very triggering. That's fine. If you're in a healing space, you should go to Facebook and check out INFJ, INFP healing group. and you should go over there and you should do the work that's happening over there.